With just days left in his term, VP Mike Pence is making one final trip across the country. Today, he and Second Lady Karen Pence visited the Central Valley. 17's Aton Wallace was at Naval Air Station Lemoore today as the pair addressed members of the military.
Moses, the Vice President and Second Lady, spoke right here in Lemoore at one of the largest naval air stations on the West Coast.
Welcome the Vice President of the United States.
Speaking before roughly 100 active duty soldiers, the Vice President discussed what he touted as foreign policy and military achievements that the Trump administration brought about over the last 4 years. Among them, he said he was proud the U.S. pulled out of the Iran nuclear deal and moved the U.S. Embassy in Israel from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. But most of all, he said he was here to thank those who serve our nation.
I want to assure you, you have our deepest respects for the selflessness and courage that you personify every day. For 4 years, I've had the honor of being Vice President of the United States. And since the first day of our administration, we've worked every day to make the strongest military force in the history of the world stronger still. And as my time in office draws to a close, allow me to thank you for the privilege of serving as your Vice President these past 4 years. It's been the greatest honor of my life.
Now, a few interesting points to mention about Pence's speech. First, he did not bring up anything about the January 6th riot at the Capitol, nor anything about impeachment. But he called on the incoming Biden administration to, quote, stay the course and stand up to China. And another point comes not from the content of the speech, but who is in attendance. Aside from the roughly 100 service members in attendance, also here, Republican Congressman David Valadao of Hanford. His attendance is significant as he was one of 10 GOP members of Congress last week to vote to impeach the president. Now, as for what comes next for Pence, he has at least one more public appearance before his term ends on January 20th. On Sunday, he will head to Fort Drum, New York, where he will meet with soldiers who just returned from Afghanistan. Reporting in Lemoore, Aton Wallace, 17 News.